Oh yeah, recap. I guess some things to say. Like, I want to try to make this recap like kind of fill in some of the blanks for people who aren't familiar with the game at all. However, I'll also speak recap attack, like decap attack. I'll probably also fill in the the extra details as well, which people familiar with the run and watching me play it will understand probably. But I'll explain everything basically that I felt like was left out due to the fact that mostly to the fact that the run is just so fast paced, and we didn't have time to talk about everything about the game. In fact, we spent a lot of time just talking about the very basic mechanics. But probably about half of the run, talking about those dagger magic and with the magic and stuff like that. But hopefully it'll be a decent recap in any case. So I'll just get started here after this song is done playing out, which it is right now. Crazy sauce. Alright. So, and if you guys have any questions, I suppose I'll save them until after I recap the run. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna run the splits. I'm gonna run the splits when I play the marathon replay here, and then I'm gonna compare them against. So I'm actually comparing against my marathon training splits, and in one of those, in one of my marathon training runs, I had gotten 1550. So these are just going to be mostly plus and stuff, but it's mostly to give me an idea. Oh, ow. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Paradox Zero, because I had received mixed responses. Like, people didn't know what she was cosplaying until like halfway through the run. Awesome, Paradox Zero, awesome. Because they made you wait, right? That one day. In any case, yeah, because I felt like some people didn't know exactly what she was supposed to be cosplaying or whatever, but I think a lot of people didn't know as well. I mean, if you're familiar with the series at all, if you've played the series at all, you know that there's a princess, and I mean, she has blue hair or like a purple hair, basically. Basically, because there are people definitely that don't know the series, so I mean, it's true, and I mean, Ghouls and Ghosts, the game I'm playing, hey, cue balls. And then, Ghouls and Ghosts, this particular game, like, everyone thinks it's like a different version of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. It's not a different version. It's its own game. It's from the arcade originally. And only if they have played the Sega Genesis version do they really know that it was pretty much a different game than Super Ghouls and Ghosts altogether. Because, yeah, as we say during the run, we talk about there's no double jump like Super Ghouls and Ghosts, because everyone compares this game to Super Ghouls and Ghosts because the graphics are actually pretty nice for the arcade, and from the CPS-1 arcade system hardware. They're actually pretty nice, and the Super Nintendo pretty much can beat that system a little bit in terms of graphics. But in terms of sound, I'm not sure. I mean, the FM sound of the arcade is really nice. So I don't know. I suppose I'm just gonna go through it and try to fill in a couple things here and there that we didn't talk about at all. Like I didn't really talk about how to set up that stage 1 damage boost. I just kind of did it in both loops without there being much mention of that. So I'm just going to try to basically, fill in the blanks here with the run and also compare my splits at the same time. So hopefully my commentary is going to be okay during this, because it's just going to be fit into the run. But yeah, so let's get this thing going, I suppose. Oh yeah, and then just a little bit of preface about since this is probably on people's minds, also I should probably mention my friend the Hype Man. As I introduced him as the Hype Man, and that's what everyone knows him as now. Yeah, his name is Fred. Actually, wasn't I didn't even really know his real name until recently. But and then like he has a couple different internet handles, so I didn't know how to introduce him, so I just called him the Hype Man. But like, yeah, he just wanted to. He lives like in Minnesota. He actually works in downtown St. Paul, where the event took place. So it was easy for him to come and come by and support me. So he did, and then basically I was kind of sitting down. I actually saw him sitting down for the Ghosts and Goblins run right before me by Error 72, who by the way did a really good run. He was actually a few seconds away from PB in the Ghosts and Goblins NES run. Very impressive. I was actually sitting down just before that, just pretty much getting prepared, getting ready. And he was there, and then I was talking to him, and then he just kind of popped the question to me. He's like, "Hey man, can I join on commentary for the couch?" And then this kind of surprised me a little bit, and I hesitated for a moment, but then I ended up just being like, whatever, it'll be cool, because like he really likes, he really likes the game. He knows that I play it and stuff, and so I just was like, okay, whatever. I mean, I had another spot in the couch because originally. Excuse me. Originally, it was only going to be PJ and Edobean on the couch, just the two of them. But it definitely had room for at least one other. So I had him on. Basically, that's how he got on the couch, and basically introduced him as my hype man. And he got people excited throughout the run, which was really cool. So that's the story behind that. Let me take a look at this picture here. Oh, this is like one of the newer. Oh man, what's this iteration of Prin from? This is the picture Jimmy Q Balls linked. I'm not sure what iteration of Prin this is, but I feel like I've seen it before. In any case, so yeah, I mean, and then I guess I can also give a little backstory on Edobean and the cosplay of Prin. I asked her, I had suggested, plus asked, oh, the Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins one, okay, yeah. Yeah, that seems right. I had basically had suggested, slash asked Edobean as a, partly half as a joke originally, to cosplay as Princess Prin, and she thought about it and she considered it, and she said, it could be done, definitely could be done. Because Prin's outfit is just very simple. It's just the white dress. Edobean also has a brooch as well, and I'll show the one of the photos I took again of her. But she has a brooch attached to the chest of the dress, and also she's wearing red heels as well, which I don't think, I'm not sure if they are seen on the stream, but she's got that detail as well, and of course the blue hair and all of her makeup as well was also coordinated with the cosplay, like blue eyeliner and that type of thing. So I'll probably show a picture, actually. But yeah, so her mom had made the dress of Prin for her, basically about like a month, like only had like a 2-week or a month notice to her mom, and so her mom made the dress for her, and so that's kind of how that cosplay came together, and so she did a really good job. Thanks, Jimmy Q Balls. Okay, so let's get into the recap then. Not much else to preface this with, I think, but basically I'm feeling pretty good. Like, everyone's here, everything's set up, I'm comfortable, I'm close enough to the TV, etc., and so I'm basically at this point I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, so, and I'm also gonna get the splits going during this as well. It will turn up the game a bit here.
That's not good.
You can hear it slightly.
Not a good memory.
So I actually had them play the opening movie here.
Right. All right.
There we go. So actually, I've had them play the opening movie just because it's so short, and it's so short, and you just want to see a little something. So yeah, PJ right off the bat is just talking about how I'm jumping, and then here at the beginning of the video, though, I forgot to warn them that this version of the game is very dark, so they hadn't made the proper video adjustments until about a few minutes into the run. As far as the recorded video goes, the video adjustments do get made. So here's the damage boost. I timed the jumps in such a way that I get that last jump there at right that ledge where I jump up to, and then I move left, and then I do a neutral jump, and that allows me to get that damage boost. You can using the jumps for the extra speed is really important because that allows you to get past some of the enemies that spawn. Like those, I call those enemies like the campfire flowers.
Get out of here, Shielder.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I hit 0 and the fucking YouTube thing went to 0. Okay, that's not very cool. Hold on. I did not know the numpad controlled YouTube. Okay, technical difficulties. What should I do about this? I gotta change my global hotkeys for the splits, I think. Fucking A. It's only the no, oh yeah, fuck. All the numbers do it for YouTube. Okay, what do I do here? Okay, I'm gonna change my split hotkeys here and have to redo it. Hold on. Okay, I didn't expect that. Let's just make this about AS. Okay, that should be better. So hold the phone. Redo.
Prin joining us.
15. Let's go.
All right, and I just want game. Thank you. Timer
okay.
Will start, after
all right, let's do this again.
Movie, and you see Arthur on the screen.
I'm about as excited as can be.
I got laser. That's not good.
Not a good way to start your
Not a
day.
good memory.
Satan comes in. What kind
Oops, started early there. Ah, fuck, I fucked up again. Hold on. See, I got to set the timer at a slightly different spot because I had them start. I had the intro movie play out. Is why. All right, let me try this again. I'll get it. I'll get it. Okay, here we go.
That's not good.
Not a good way to start your
Not a
day.
good memory.
Satan comes in. What kind of day is this?
It's about 3. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go.
So the first thing that you're going to notice here is that Aquas is jumping all the time, and in true G&G fashion,
So yeah, I can explain the damage boost once again.
Once you jump, you are jumping, and you can't change
It's just very
direction.
simple. And that damage boost trivializes that whole
It might
section.
not make
So
sense to just do the most vulnerable thing constantly, but jumping is a lot faster than walking in this game.
About 12% faster. About.
Yeah, it's really fast in this one.
I'll keep the timer focused. Okay, yeah, that's a good call.
Can you do
Just in case.
direction? Like, suppose
So yeah, like I say, like yeah, with the jumps you move like 12% faster. So I just have the jumps there.
No, it's
I get the last
pretty much
one
a
there,
hard
and then I move left and jump up.
It's not like
It's
super
not
cool
too
to
tricky
ghost
really,
where you
and it's safer than the other
there's
damage
no
boost, which I
double
did
jump,
not
so
show
a lot
off
of people
during
that
the
know
marathon
super
run.
ghosts, you're gonna be surprised. There's none of that whatsoever.
And then yeah, so Shielder here, like in the normal any percent like world record attempts, I would actually fight Shielder up close, where he has like where it's like 80% success rate of defeating him. Probably about a few seconds faster, a couple seconds
Get
faster.
out of here, Shielder.
But for the marathon run,
Catch. Oh my god.
oh my, wow.
That's the best.
but for the marathon run, had to fight him from a distance to avoid being trolled, essentially.
Uh-oh, nice.
Lucifer.
There it is.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of
Nice.
here.
Shout out. to
None of
Golden
that.
Man.
None of that.
So yeah, so the axe appears there. I jump over it. Pretty easy to jump over it.
Jump in the entire run.
That might be-
Yes.
it might be.
Yeah, like I say, eventually they fixed the video. It's a bit dark
Yes,
right now.
yeah.
I also did not do the sand boost on this section. Whoa, what was that? Oh, I think that's when they fixed the some of the brightness right there.
Yeah, only 2.
Yeah, so there's a sand boost on that section there. If you walk on the sand, at the top of the sand, where it's about to go down, there's a certain position where you can get a fast jump, and you can also land on the bridge. I did not do it in the run because it only saves like a fraction of a second, and it risks, it's a higher risk of a firebat getting in your way. And so the firebats, didn't really explain that either, but yes, those enemies, all respawnable enemies in G&G, these firebats here that are all coming down, and the ones in the previous section, those are all RNG based, and so they appear randomly. Their behaviors are random, and like their arcs are also dependent on your position a little bit. So I mean, they're random, but I've just played it so much that I kind of remember.
This is how it is.
Oh yeah, and then I got the
I think the key is.
I got the ladder boost too. That boost, I neglected to talk about that. But basically, like in that previous fire section, I climb up the ladder, and that's where I take a hit. You can only get that if you time the jumps just right, leading up to it, and then you can manipulate basically the eye to shoot after you jump over it, and then basically if you're on the ladder, you'll automatically go to you'll automatically land on the platform up there. And then you can just use the damage and vulnerability to go through the rest of the section safely, and I did talk about that too as well. So that was actually really pretty cool. I get the ladder boost because it's one of the more difficult, it's a somewhat difficult technique.
That's basically what I tried.
I think Axel is referring to the Mexican eye boost. I think that's where you just keep running and you actually jump like off of the ledge in the bottom for the same thing, but the eyeball then hits you like later on, so you get even more invulnerability for the section. But I tend not to do that. And then I didn't mention it either, but you can do a jump off of this chest that spawns right here, but this PlayStation 2 port, the hitbox doesn't actually register right away for that. So it's unable to do that. And then this, I mean, that's a trick. Like we never explained that trick, but basically the platform is invisible at the center of that statue, and you can jump on it.
And he's done. Nice catch.
And you can just jump on it, and it's good. It's good to go. But you need to have that jump just at the right spot, far enough along, because if you if you jump too far away, you'll actually collide with the teeth of the statue, and that's instant death. And then we didn't explain this section either, but basically, so right here, I want to just hopefully these two jumps I just did right there make it so I can get past that worm I just got hit by. It didn't go well, but instead I just run by everything, and then I'm just gonna take a intentional death here. It's really, really hard. It's not super hard, but like there's a like it's 70%. Probably I'll get like maybe 60% chance I'll get through there unscathed, but a lot of the time there's not much you can do. So here I missed the faster version of this boost, falling up the left to go to the right, and then just safe way coming down here.
So there's actually a safe spot here on this boss.
Yeah, the stage 4 section back there trolled me a bit in both loops. I was now unable to go through unscathed in both loops, but it still worked out pretty nice. And then I got a
Yo, Ohm got destroyed.
Yeah, that was amazing luck.
And then I had a good ohm there. Actually had a good ohm in both loops, which is pretty cool. That's probably the most worrisome boss of the run. And we didn't really talk about ohm too much, but basically those worms that come out from the top of ohm, those are all like super random. And they're slightly influenced by your position on the boss, but you can never truly get them where you really want them. You just kind of have to do what you need to do to get by. And I got lucky, and I was able to get to that safe spot on the right.
Right? They gain clothing.
And didn't really explain this section in detail either, but Edo is about to mention it, I think, at one point, but you can do a damage boost off of the pig's puke, that top pig there. I normally do a damage boost, and then I'll take a death at this section, and that's to lower the rank. I talked about the rank a little bit during the run, but basically it's like a survival rank. The longer you survive or don't die, the way some enemies are more aggressive and shoot their projectiles faster and things like this. So actually, well, in particular though, that death on this stage will cause a certain enemy that gets in my way in the second loop. A tentacle in the first stage of the next loop gets in your way, and actually it wastes like a few seconds trying to kill it.
There's also 3 more Krakos,
But that became a moot point because I actually took damage during that. And then so running by the Krakos here.
So that's why they circled around him.
Normally when you play the game, like you would actually fight them separately.
Oh, no. Oh, wait.
This will work.
Hey.
But in the speedrun you just run by them.
Torch could have one-shotted him though.
Yeah.
And basically it took a while to really feel like that was the best idea, but it really is like you can save a lot of time by not fighting them.
Ooh. Yo, that was just gross.
Nice
Yeah.
catch.
So stage 5,
Would've been okay.
since I was a 2-cycle Beelzebub, and I didn't do that damage boost
We
No.
don't. So that means one
towards the
person
second
can,
checkpoint, I think that's where I lost most of my time there. I got a chunk of time there because of that.
And get the chest,
Um,
to appear
But
so you
it was
can
in the
it's called the Psycho Cannon, which is needed.
it was in the interest of saving my lives because I really wanted to make this run a 1-credit clear.
It's a really good captain weapon.
That was a priority for me.
It's unfair.
So I intentionally take that. So this is weird. This is actually new. This was new. That vulture I just killed on the right is one that normally follows you all the way down. But something weird happened here. I think because I didn't take the death in stage 5. This vulture on the right here gains a lot of speed somehow. I have no idea what exactly happened, but that bird, that vulture that hit me, I think that was because it was ranked up, but I did not expect that at all. I don't know why that really happened. I'm just guessing because I didn't take the death in stage 5. That was what happened, but like I don't think that's happened to me before when I don't take a death in stage 5. So that was really strange. Somehow that vulture just gained a lot of speed. You can actually see it like gaining speed at a certain point. So I just didn't expect that at all. And then by the time it hit me, it was too late. There, PJ was asking me a question. There, PJ asks me a question, and at that very moment, I come very near death from that pig enemy, and that was a very close call. Probably one of the closest calls in the run. And so here, I can actually fight Shielder from a closer range at the beginning because I have the armor, and so I do that, and I'm able to get some good hits in. I take him very safely though, still. And then just he's out of hits, so the fireball doesn't even hit you at the end there because you have invincibility.
It does affect the speedrun as well, a little bit. But
So it was plus 34 seconds because I did not do the damage boost because of that vulture. So basically I lost. Man, this would have been a really nice run if I hadn't made a couple mistakes like that. I was considering suiciding after the bird hit me, but it was just like it hit me and like I didn't want to like get all like like, oh, I'm just gonna suicide and just so I can get the damage boost. I mean, that would have been fine. Like that would have been fine. I would have actually saved time. But I decided to not suicide and just do the stage normally, just for the sake of entertainment for the most part, and also to save an extra life. Like that was the main reason. Those are the main reasons why I didn't suicide right away. I could have, but if I would have suicided, I would not have actually been able to do the big jump later on in this run. So here I don't even go for the damage boost. I kill the enemy, and then this is kind of shows you what this section looks like otherwise. The fire bats get in your way a little bit. You can kill them as soon as they stop in the air.
That allows me to go safely through the rest of the section if I get it, which is why it's a nice speed strat. It helps for survival.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch out for that fast vulture next time I do like a run like that.
Funny thing, you can actually just
So this stage was pretty good. Plus 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Pretty good for a stage 2.
So,
same thing.
quest for the knife again. Yeah.
But yeah, minus
How does one go about
just a couple things. Yeah, 30 seconds. So like, yeah, this run could have been not sub 16, but it could have been like a 16:20 or something, a 16:10,
Oh, nice.
without a couple simple mistakes I had made. 1-up item appears. PJ comments he had never seen the 1-up item before, which I found very strange because it almost always appears during this part if you've been killing enemies, the way at least I do. So I almost don't grab the knife. It got PJ worried. I grab it with Arthur's feet there.
I like to see that.
Yeah.
These enemies always remind me of some of the enemies.
And so yeah, I even so right here I even comment that to have 4 lives, and that's really good. It's got me feeling really confident for the rest of the game.
For 1988, this game is
So I'm not really worried at all anymore.
Yes, yes. Unless you play the Genesis version.
yeah.
But yeah, once again, like in the actual arcade version, like I would normally do a jump off of this upcoming chest spawn, then I would jump off of the tongue, and that would allow me to get on the next platform upwards, or rather just to get on the tongue early, and then you're able to do the same jump I did there. But just you do it one platform early, it saves about 3 seconds, saves about 4 seconds. So it's a nice little time save, and then just. I have a misfire there to the left. It doesn't really matter. You can afford that, and I still get him on the first cycle here.
That is a nice catch.
So plus 1 second on that. And that 1 second was only because of the misfire on the boss there.
We'll see what happens.
So PJ mentions so this is a high rank loop 2 stage 4, and basically yeah, like when I take this damage up here, there's really nothing I could have done about it, and nothing I could do really. I do manipulate that worm there, and I dodge that worm, but when he fires that projectile, it just traps me in such a way that there was really nothing I could have done. It looked like maybe I could have done a neutral jump or something, but it didn't work out. So yeah, so I just simply take a damage boost and get to the checkpoint.
Ooh, I can't wait.
And then I realized I have 3 lives, and this was the condition for me to do this trick. I was not going to do this trick if I had less than 3 lives, in the interest of 1 CC. So
Yes, there it is. Yeah.
I hit it perfectly.
Let's go.
So that was fucking awesome.
That was nice.
The coolest trick in the game was pulled off, so I'm very happy about that. It saves 3 seconds.
He took a risk for it.
That's
but
really all it does. It saves a few seconds, but it is one of the cooler tricks in the game. Next to the chest jump that I was unable to do. And then I also get a good pattern, a really good pattern, really fast pattern. So I'm not actually gonna lose much time on the split here.
Yeah, Edo Bean here was fighting this boss for 3 hours, like 2 hours.
So I only lose 7 seconds on this split against my 15:50 time here.
And once the key went down, I ran out of time.
Oh.
And I died.
All right, then so the armors,
So here is probably where you're gonna get the
last armor fights, they both go down smoothly.
and then there's gonna be another chest that's gonna spawn pretty soon.
Yeah, then you
And then I try to bait this armor like the old method just to be safe, so I don't have them both at the same time, just to be extra safe.
Definitely much different. Here's the angel.
Armors are really predictable here, and so I'm able to kill them successfully,
It
and
is a power
also
boss.
with good time in mind there. Once again, I could have gone for a damage boost here. Basically, you hit the pig from from 2 floors below with the psycho cannon. It aggroes the top one to the right, and then when you're below that pig, he'll puke on you, and then I take another suicide there to and that saves probably about 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah, each different
Um,
weapon has a different
And if you
power.
don't have gold armor or anything, like you can get the gold armor here. And then one thing we did forget to mention during the run as well is the benefit of having gold armor with the psycho cannon is also the psycho cannon destroys projectiles, and also the psycho cannon has a longer length, and
Gotta be careful again.
due to that, it's just overall a little bit more powerful with the gold armor. We didn't actually talk about that though,
It's a lot more difficult.
and we didn't talk about like hardly any of the other
Definitely
weapons
careful
either.
with this item
Because all we saw was the lance and the knife and the torch in this run. I almost break that chest, and that would have been bad if that had happened.
See if we
Here I
can
go
get
for
it.
a quick kill. Beelzebub, yeah, he gives me a perfect pattern
He
here.
did that damage boost.
I did not mention, but yeah, Beelzebub's movements are completely random. He can go in like basically any direction he wants at the beginning of the fight. I want him to go in a direction that allows me to just kill him instantly.
Oh my god.
Go.
That is awesome.
That's an awesome.
So the actual time was about 1650. It was a few seconds faster than how they timed it.
I'm not dead.
Destroyed now.
And then Lucifer had no time to talk about Lucifer, but basically he's got like kind of basically 4 different opening gambits or opening moves that he'll do, and then I approach Lucifer in such a way that
And that's only the one.
I basically option select all of his things that he does. However, I jumped the gun in the Lucifer fight. I forgot to actually wait on the foot. I'm supposed to wait on the left foot before I jump off right away to get the head.
Completely screwed up.
And
Someone else to do it.
You can't have a.
because you're supposed to wait like a half a second because he can potentially lift up his foot and then I can actually get a faster kill than before. I didn't do that, but thankfully he didn't give me some like other troll pattern, and so it actually worked out. So I get basically a quick kill on Lucifer off the knee, which is nice. And I don't know who that is who shook my hand right away. I think he's just one of the main tech guys.
Good time at SG.
But he shook my hand immediately and shook also the members of the couch's hands. So I think he just really enjoyed it. He like. I got compliments too after the run from the tech people. They said it was really good. It went over really well, and they thought it was great. So that was actually very nice to hear, and it went really well. So yeah, that's the basic recap on that. Actual time is probably about 1651. But yeah, I'll use an audio guy. Cool. Yeah, audio is definitely better for this this marathon for sure. So at this point, I'll take any questions about the run that anyone may have. I see mostly regulars in the chat room here, but if there's anyone who wasn't familiar with the game, if you have any questions, or anyone else, if you have any questions about the run, I'll take those now, and then I'll wrap up this recap of the run. If not, that's cool. I'm probably going to cut the stream too once I'm done with the recap, so it's just a short little thing. I'm going to highlight it. People can watch it if they want. I'm going to see if there's any moments I want to actually specifically mention. I'm going to look back at that stage 4 actually.
Yeah.
Money on
Right,
it. That
right.
can happen in this. Is it more enemies spawning? Like faster?
So like yeah, well look. So what happens here is you have to stop right here to kill this like yellow stump, and the stump's hitbox is really strange. It's like it's around here, it's around like the eyes, but like it's just really it's really strange how it interacts with the knife.
That's pretty much what
So
the
it's
too, is
often
that,
you
yeah,
don't
they
often
just
get a lot of the
spawn
hits.
faster,
But on
they
a rank
spawn
up.
more.
And so there I wait there to manipulate the worm. I get by this one.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if I would have neutral jumped, check this out. If I would have actually ran forward, or no,
Okay.
no, I was fucked. I was totally fucked. There was nothing I could do at that point. The only thing I could have done maybe was if I had killed that worm behind me, but there was still no time for that.
Don't know what this does on rank.
Maybe if I did like a forward jump and attacked backwards, but it didn't matter because I got through. But yeah. Why didn't I cosplay as Arthur, and why wasn't it just in boxers? Well, I did ask the SD forum about that, and yeah, I mean, obviously, against Switch rules, and it was just kind of a thing I was asking joking, but I did ask about that. So why didn't I? That's basically it was not allowed to do the boxers. However, if next time maybe I could get a full suit of armor, and I could maybe play the game that way. Funny thing was that I think Ayest and I were walking to go get burgers, and we actually noticed that there was a store in downtown St. Paul with like a armor, like a plate mail armor in the window. Like it was some type of shop like that, like a armor shop. And so maybe I could have went there and gotten the armor and then did the run in the armor. And then returned the armor to the store. So I mean, maybe next time that'll happen.
But now I'm actually
I mean, that'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna try to show you guys something cool here with this next checkpoint.
Oh,
I
here it
saw
comes. Here
a
it
special
comes.
trick only if I have 3 lives in stock.
Ooh, I can't wait.
And I think I might as well show another photo of Edo Bean as Edo Bean as Princess Prin again. I'll show you guys a few photos of her up close. Just because, like, who the hell cosplays Princess Prin? Edo Bean did, so that is freaking awesome. You can't deny it. It's too awesome, so let me just bring that up here. You can't deny it. I mean, it's undeniable. Yeah, Edo Bean, also known as Fancy Hat Lady, yep. So let me see here. I think I'm gonna want to do a monitor capture now. One moment. I think that'll do. Yeah, she really supported me well, and also all of Edo Bean's commentary. Like, I kind of ran through the run with her the night before in the practice room, and like a lot of what I told her, she was able to retain and use for the commentary. So that was actually very cool. At first, she was saying she probably wasn't going to say hardly anything, but because we did that, she ended up having a lot of things to say, which was cool. Okay, let me see if we can get these pics in here. I'll show a few of them that I thought were the best of the gallery. Okay, so how's this looking here? So here's one of them. So you can get up close there. So you can see the brooch there. The brooch was part of the outfit, and so there's a nicer photo of her as Prin. The hotel did have windows. So that's a pretty good photo we got. Also, this one was decent. Also, this one. So, Edo Bean as Prin, pretty awesome. And don't forget, fuck you. So there you go. Edo Bean is awesome. I think she's actually streaming right now. Go check her out. Twitch.tv/Edo Bean. So yeah, Edo Bean as Prin, pretty good. Alright, well, if you guys have no other questions about the run, I'm just going to cut the stream. I'm going to highlight this and let people view it to their fancy. I'm probably going to stream actually later, a little bit later on tonight. I'm going to do some more gimmick, I think, but it'll be an hour or so till I do that. Hell, I'll probably just host Edo Bean here, and you guys can tell her how awesome her Prin cosplay was if you like. So, okay, so yeah, here's the channel for Edo Bean. And hopefully that fills in the blanks on a lot of the run for anyone who is interested. I had a lot of fun. It was fucking awesome. Also, I'd just like to say, too, like, I just want to give a little quick shout out to Trihex because before I came to the marathon, I was actually at my house just watching the beginning of the marathon with Trihex's Yoshi's Island run. And I was actually very impressed at just how crazy he was going with commentary on Yoshi's Island. And I later found out that like he had like all these like slides and stuff on like an iPad or something like that that he was going through for the commentary. Like he prepared like a lot for that run, and he also tried really hard to give a good impression for the first run of the marathon, as far as having enthusiasm, you know, being talkative, having good commentary and stuff like that. And that actually influenced me to have bring up very positive and fun energy to my run. I think maybe not super intentionally, but maybe subconsciously, I think that influenced me. So just a slight shout out to Trihex for his awesome preparedness for his Yoshi's Island run. All right, so that'll do it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the recap. And I'm gonna go hang out at Edo's channel now for a bit. So let's go ahead and host her, and I'll be out of here. So thanks for coming by, guys.